I live in a kitchen that is shared with gluten people and non-gluten people. So I just make sure that I'm really careful about cleaning all the time. So if you have just made crunchy English muffins and bagels and you just buttered them on the countertop, spray the counter with Fantastic or Windex and wipe it down if you're going to make something gluten-free afterwards. I think, you have to educate your family members. The disease is Mitchell's, but we all live with it. So even Julie, who's his younger sister, knows that she can't use his butter. She can't taste his, or vice versa. We just don't share utensils. And we dishwash everything. And even if you just hand wash, that's fine too. It just becomes habit, because even a crumb can make a celiac sick. So I have a not gluten-free for everyone in the family to understand. And then this is the one I use for Mitchell. The problem with spaghetti strainers is that you can never get the goo from the pasta completely clean from a colander. So that's why we have separate strainers. Mitchell has his own toaster because you cannot put wheat bread in a toaster and share, because there's no way to clean the inside of the toaster, so there will definitely be contamination. If you call a company and something is gluten-free, get out your Sharpie or your marker and just write gluten-free right on that product. I don't really organize my refrigerator in any specific way. I think the biggest thing that I do is just label things that are gluten-free. We have a margarine that's gluten-free for Mitchell because you can't not contaminate it when you're spreading it on bread. And you just want to make sure that you teach people not to touch the top of the ketchup with any bread products when they're spreading, when they're tipping it upside down and squirting it on. You don't want to rub it on the bread. I make bread for Mitchell, but you can buy baked goods and freeze them, gluten-free baked goods, or I make his rolls. And the way I make my life easier, since I do cook from scratch, is I mix all of the dry ingredients together for the rolls. And then when I need to make rolls, I just have to add the eggs and oil and water and yeast. You can also buy bread mixes from the different companies, and you just add your eggs that way, and you don't even have to bother with mixing your flours together. That's just what we do. As far as baking goes, I almost never bake with wheat flour. I just find it's just as easy to use white rice flour or cornstarch. You get the same result, and that way I don't have to worry about the dust floating around the kitchen. For the pantry, I just divided my pantry in half, and I keep gluten things on one side. Mitchell eats peanut butter, and we all eat peanut butter. So rather than trying to remember to not double dip, we have a Julie peanut butter, which means it's contaminated with gluten crumbs. And we have a Mitchell peanut butter, which is only for Mitchell's bread. Also, I have a bin on the bottom for her Cheez-Its and cheese nips and cookies and things that are not gluten-free. For Mitchell, and some of the stuff we all eat, but the potato chips, but his gluten-free cereals, his pretzels. So the pantry, just whatever works for you. I mean, I found the bins were easy because I know Julie can come and grab a bin and pick a snack, and Mitchell can just run to his bin, which also works when people are babysitting or grandparents are here. You can take the bin out, put it on the counter, and just instruct the babysitter that Mitchell, your celiac child, can have anything from this bin.